2 cities, 2 days, 13 unforgettable experiences. That's what we're covering in today's Vietnam travel guide. If you're trying to decide between spending your limited time in Da Nang or Hoi An, stop right now because I'm about to show you how to do both perfectly. This isn't a rushed checklist. It's a strategic itinerary that gives you beach time, mountain views, ancient culture, and incredible food without exhausting yourself. By following this exact schedule, you'll experience the perfect balance of natural wonders, historical sites, and local cuisine that most tourists miss entirely. Day 1 of our amazing Da Nang adventure starts at Khe Beach, a stunning stretch of coastline that Forbes magazine named one of the most beautiful beaches in the world. Here's a pro tip: get here early. Most tourists show up mid-morning when the sun is blazing hot and the crowds have formed. Instead, arrive just after sunrise when the soft golden light creates perfect photo conditions and you'll practically have the place to yourself. The pristine white sand extends for miles alongside crystal clear turquoise waters that are ideal for swimming. Lifeguards keep watch during regular hours, making this a safe spot for everyone. Beach chairs are available to rent for about 50,000 VND, $2, and local vendors sell fresh coconuts that make for the perfect refreshing morning drink. While the beach vibes are incredible, let me tell you about an entirely different experience just an hour away from Da Nang. Banh Hills takes you from sea level to the clouds via the world's longest single cable car system, stretching over 5.8 kilometers as you glide above lush mountain slopes and waterfalls. Once you reach the top at 1,500 meters elevation, you'll step into what feels like a French village magically transported to Vietnam. The star attraction is undoubtedly the Golden Bridge, where 2 massive stone hands appear to cradle the 150-meter walkway as if it's suspended from the heavens. For those Instagram-worthy shots without the crowds, arrive before 9 a.m. or after 4 p.m. when most tour groups have departed. Some travelers dismiss Banh Hills as an overpriced theme park, and with entrance fees around 850,000 VND, $36, it's definitely not cheap. But beyond the Golden Bridge, you'll discover meticulously designed French Gothic architecture, including a mock Notre Dame cathedral, flower gardens bursting with over 300 species, and Fantasy Park, an indoor amusement center offering more than 105 free games and rides once you're inside. The Le Jardin d'Amour garden features 9 distinct theme sections, each telling a different story through expertly manicured landscaping. And when the afternoon fog rolls in, wrapping around the medieval castle towers and stone pathways, there's genuinely nothing quite like it in Southeast Asia. While undeniably commercial, Banh Hills delivers experiences you simply can't find elsewhere in Vietnam. Block out at least 4 to 5 hours to properly explore this mountaintop wonderland without rushing. Just 15 minutes from Da Nang's bustling center lies a natural wonder that feels worlds away from the manufactured magic of Banh Hills. The Marble Mountains, a cluster of 5 marble and limestone hills, each represent an elemental force: metal, wood, water, fire, and earth. Let's head to Thuy Son, the water mountain and largest of the group. While you could tackle the 156 steep steps to the top, trust me, spend the 15,000 VND, less than $1, for the elevator. Your legs will thank you, especially in Vietnam's heat. Inside, you'll discover a hidden world of cave pagodas and Buddhist sanctuaries where sunlight streams through natural openings in the cave ceilings, creating ethereal light shows against ancient stone walls. The Am Phu Cave's representation of heaven and hell is particularly stunning, with its narrow passageways opening into grand chambers. Make your way to the summit viewpoints where panoramic vistas of Da Nang's coastline unfold before you. Golden beaches stretching north to south, with the city's skyline creating a perfect contrast against the natural landscape. On clear days, you can even spot the towering Banh Hills in the distance. As you gaze towards Suntra Peninsula, you'll notice a towering white figure standing sentinel over Da Nang's waters. This is Lady Buddha, a 67-meter colossus representing Guanyin, the goddess of mercy. But while tourists snap quick selfies and move on, they're missing the profound connection this statue has with local life. For generations, Vietnamese fishermen have prayed to Lady Buddha before heading out to sea. They believe she watches over them during dangerous storms and guides them safely back to shore. This isn't just folklore. Many locals have stories of miraculous rescues they attribute to her protection. The Linh Ung Pagoda complex surrounding her is equally impressive, with 21 Buddha statues representing enlightenment journeys, massive dragon pillars guarding temple entrances, and meticulously maintained bonsai gardens creating spaces for reflection and prayer. While tranquil temples offer spiritual nourishment, Suntra Night Market feeds both body and soul as the sun disappears behind Da Nang's skyline. Unlike the tourist restaurants dotting the beachfront, this is where local families actually gather each evening, making it the perfect spot to experience authentic Vietnamese cuisine and culture simultaneously. Navigating your way through dozens of food stalls might seem overwhelming at first. The secret? Look for the busiest stalls with the most Vietnamese customers. That's where you'll find the most authentic flavors. Head to the eastern section for fresh seafood grilled right before your eyes. The jumbo prawns for just 70,000 VND, about $3, are a steal compared to restaurant prices. For the less adventurous, Banh Seo crispy pancakes offer familiar flavors with a Vietnamese twist. Just point to what looks good and smile. Most vendors understand basic English or respond well to enthusiastic pointing. On weekend nights, time your dinner to catch the Dragon Bridge's famous fire-breathing performance at 9 p.m. This 666-meter steel dragon literally spits fire and water, creating a spectacle that captivates everyone along the riverfront. And with that spectacular display, we wrap up day one of our Da Nang adventure. Head back to your accommodation and get a good night's sleep to prepare for day two, when we'll switch from the modern city vibes of Da Nang to the ancient charm of Hoi An. You'll want to be well rested for the cultural treasures that await. Day 2 begins with a scenic 30-minute morning drive from Da Nang to Hoi An, where we're headed straight to An Bang Beach instead of the tourist-packed ancient town. Unlike Mai Khe's developed shoreline, An Bang offers a completely different vibe. Think bamboo beach huts, fewer crowds, and local fishermen working their traditional basket boats offshore. The real hidden treasure here is the Taste of Sea Cafe, where bamboo beams and thatched roofing create the perfect rustic backdrop for breakfast. Grab a seat on their wooden deck and order a Vietnamese egg coffee paired with a tropical fruit platter. The gentle waves provide the soundtrack as fishermen haul in their morning catch just feet away. This unhurried morning ritual perfectly introduces Hoi An's gentler rhythm before we venture into the ancient town's maze of alleyways later today. After soaking in Hoi An's gentle rhythm, it's time to get your taste buds in the game for what locals call the Great Banh Mi Battle. Just a few streets into ancient town, you'll find two legendary sandwich shops locked in a decades-long rivalry that divides travelers into passionate camps. Madame Khan, nicknamed the Banh Mi Queen, has been perfecting her sandwich for over 50 years, creating a cult following with her secret sauce and perfect balance of homemade pate and fresh ingredients. Less than 300 meters away, Banh Mi Phuong shot to international fame when Anthony Bourdain declared her creation a symphony in a sandwich on his show No Reservations. What makes these $2 sandwiches worth the debate? It's the perfect fusion of French and Vietnamese elements. Crispy warm baguettes stuffed with layers of savory meats, homemade mayo, crunchy pickled vegetables, fresh cilantro, and chili. Both shops have their secret techniques. Madame Khan's extra thick layer of pate versus Phuong's special meat combination and generous herbs. The best part? You don't have to choose sides. For less than $5 total, you can conduct your own taste test and join the great Banh Mi debate. Some travelers even bring both sandwiches to a nearby cafe to compare them side by side with a Vietnamese coffee. Now that you've fueled up with Vietnam's best sandwiches, it's time to discover why locals say Hoi An is made for bicycles, not feet. For just $1 and $2, you can rent a basic bike from numerous shops near Ancient Town and unlock a completely different experience of this historic gem. Don't worry about dodging cars. Hoi An's Ancient Town core is largely vehicle-free during most daylight hours, making it surprisingly easy to navigate even for novice cyclists. The narrow alleyways between traditional shophouses open up a network of hidden pathways that walking tourists rarely discover, like the local pottery workshops tucked behind Tran Phu Street or the centuries-old family temples nestled between commercial buildings. Biking lets you zigzag through Ancient Town's 16th century grid system, stopping whenever a colorful facade or interesting craftsman catches your eye. You'll discover the Chinese-influenced pagodas along Bac Dong Street and the vibrant central market where locals still shop daily. As you pedal past the colorful facades, two extraordinary structures stand as living monuments to the foreign merchants who shaped Hoi An's destiny. The Cantonese Assembly Hall and Japanese Covered Bridge might look like simple photo stops, but they're architectural time capsules telling the story of how this tiny Vietnamese port became Asia's first truly international city. Most tourists snap a quick photo and move on, missing the Cantonese Assembly Hall's intricate narrative. Look closely at the entry courtyard where ornate dragon sculptures wind around pillars, their scales glittering with embedded porcelain fragments. Inside, the Shrine to Quan Cong features a ceiling mural depicting ancient naval battles that connected China and Vietnam. Just down the street, the Japanese Covered Bridge houses a small temple dedicated to the northern god Tran Vo Bac De. What most guides won't tell you is that the bridge's unusual curved design served both practical and spiritual purposes, allowing easy passage for boats while symbolizing a dragon's back connecting two trading communities. Moving from historical bridges to culinary bridges, Morning Glory Restaurant stands as the perfect midpoint between authentic street food flavors and the comfort most visitors secretly crave after a morning of sightseeing. This culinary landmark was created by Ms. Vai, one of Vietnam's most celebrated chefs, who's mastered the art of preserving traditional flavors in a contemporary setting. When you're ready for lunch, head inside and grab a table near the open kitchen where you can watch the chefs in action. The menu is like a greatest hits album of Vietnamese cuisine, from fragrant pho to crispy banh xeo pancakes and tender clay pot dishes. What makes this place special is how they've solved the traveler's dilemma. You get all the authentic flavors without worrying about street food uncertainties or language barriers. Try to arrive before noon to beat the crowds. The staff can help create a balanced sampling of Hoi An's culinary highlights, with most dishes designed for sharing so you can try more options. With your taste buds satisfied, let's explore Hoi An's soul through its architectural treasures. Behind the yellow walls lies a living museum where families still use centuries-old furniture in homes that tell the story of Vietnam's cultural crossroads. The Old House of Tan Khe stands as a testament to merchant wealth and ingenuity. Notice the floor marks showing where water rises during annual monsoon flooding. The family solved this problem with movable panels on the second floor to save valuables when waters rise. Most fascinating is how 7 generations have lived here continuously since 1741, still using the same dining table their ancestors gathered around. Just a short walk away, the Fujian Assembly Hall showcases how Chinese immigrants created their community center. The entrance gate features 2 stone lions guarding intricate ceramic mosaics that change color depending on the time of day. Inside, fishermen's families still come to pray to Thuy Son before dangerous sea voyages. As the sun begins to set, Hoi An transforms into a floating galaxy of flickering lanterns that makes even seasoned travelers fall silent in wonder. The Thuy Son River becomes the stage for one of Vietnam's most enchanting experiences. To get the authentic experience, skip the overcrowded tourist boats at the main docks and walk just 2 minutes upstream, where local families operate smaller, more intimate vessels. For around 100,000 VND per person, you'll board a traditional wooden sampan guided by a Vietnamese elder who navigates with practiced precision. The best time to start your journey is during blue hour, about 30 minutes before complete darkness. This gives you the perfect lighting to capture photos of the transition as the town illuminates. When purchasing a floating lantern, 20,000 VND, remember the local belief that releasing it with a wish brings good fortune. Once your lantern drifts away with your wishes, it's time to wade into a sea of colors and commerce just steps away. Hoi An Night Market stretches along Nguyen Hoang Street, creating a mesmerizing tunnel of multicolored lanterns that transforms ordinary shopping into a magical experience. The market divides into distinct sections worth exploring. On the eastern side, you'll find artisans crafting collapsible silk lanterns perfect for tucking into your suitcase. Further down, leather workshops offer custom-made bags and wallets you can have personalized while you wait. When bargaining, start at 40% of the initial price and work up to about 70% of their asking price. A friendly smile goes much further than aggressive haggling here. Look for vendors with fixed price signs. These typically offer fair rates without the negotiation dance. And there you have it, island hoppers. You've just seen how to make the most of 48 hours across Da Nang and Hoi An. While each city deserves weeks to fully explore, this itinerary gives you that perfect mix of modern excitement and ancient tradition without missing the essentials. The journey from sunrise beaches to lantern-lit rivers shows you two completely different sides of Vietnam that complement each other perfectly. Where else can you go from a futuristic bridge to centuries-old trading houses in a single weekend? If you enjoyed this guide, smash that like button, subscribe for more Southeast Asia content, and tell me in the comments where you want to see next.